In recent years, Apple has launched several higher-end products which normally comes with some exclusive features and a powerful performance, such as the iPhone Pro and the MacBook Pro. But there's one product I don't really appreciate its existence as the higher-end product. That's what we're gonna talk about today, the Apple Watch Ultra. Welcome to TESTV, where you can always have the honest answers. This is the second generation Apple Watch Ultra. It is covered by sapphire glass, titanium shell, a big orange button on the side. The strap feels very reliable. It has longer battery life but also comes with a heavier weight. Compared to the regular Apple Watch, Ultra is obviously bigger and more durable. It is fair to say, judging by its looking, this is definitely a watch you are hard to refuse. But most importantly, I believe people are not just interested with its design, but also its exciting outdoor features. The most common scenario, hiking, and that is why I have chosen the Alpine Loop, because it is specifically designed for outdoor adventure. It is durable, elastic, and absorbs weight, but also not very easy to take it off. As a beginner, I prefer to choose an easier route which doesn't require much professional equipment, but inevitably, we will still encounter some problems. For example, what if you need lights when it's too dark? Well, you can activate the flashlight mode, then rotate the chrome. It will temporarily double the brightness. As a monitor, that is very bright indeed, but as a flashlight, it is not even brighter than your phones. Not to mention those professional flashlights you can buy. Let's be more serious. What if you're lost in the woods without signal? This is a great opportunity to demonstrate the other highlight feature of the Apple Watch Ultra. 86 decibel siren. The sound is generated is quite loud and penetrating. However, it is not able to indicate different signals. Check out this survival whistle. Maximum 120 decibels. 2 short and 1 long blasts means assemble. 1 short, 2 long means wait still. 3 short, 3 long, and 3 short is require emergency rescue. Compared to this whistle, the only advantage on Apple Watch Ultra is that you don't have to blow it. But on the other way, the whistle doesn't require a battery and it is able to send different messages. Moreover, if you're willing to add a little bit more budget, you can get a titanium whistle too. Now let's talk about the back tracing feature. It is achieved by dual frequency GPS system, so they can track your road and mark the locations. This is not an exclusive feature on an Ultra, but it is providing more accuracy by comparing to others. But the case is, for the beginner like me, I would normally choose the road which is relatively safer and mature. Plus, I probably won't be totally lost, because there are apps I can download which I can check the road on it anytime. So it seems that the Apple Watch Ultra is not a necessary stuff, because half of the functions are achievable on your phone as well. As for those exclusive functions on watch, like blood oxygen detection, you can still find a cheaper replacement too. For example, this fingertip oximeter. Not only it is cheap, but it can also measure blood oxygen index by even faster and a more stable way. Now let's move to the signature function, physical training. For exercising recording, it's working well, but it's not able to make a customized workout plan. Like you cannot set a different pace on different sectors when running 10 kilometers. It is not a big deal for the beginners, but you won't be satisfied if you're asking for more function diversity. And there's a small common problem I found out on most of the watches is that when you twist your wrist, such as supporting the ground or pushing something, there's a chance that the side buttons will be accidentally pressed. I know this is an issue that only occurs when you're wearing on your left wrist, but personally I wish one day it could be solved because it is a bit uncomfortable after all. I have to confess that the Apple Watch did encourage me to exercise. Exaggerated speaking, I was taking stairs more than the escalators. But that was many years ago when I put it on my wrist for very first time. And I was using very primitive way to input the music because the AirPods had not yet been launched at that time. But nevertheless, I think my passions and freshness on Apple Watch had already exhausted back then. As the highest end of the Apple Watch, the Ultra is indeed the strongest among all. It has a smooth operation and animation, radical design language and parameters, accurate touch feedback vibration, and superb screen brightness. But none of these is excellent enough to pull away hundreds of dollars price gap with the standard version. The most anticipated pinch gesture was updated in the end of October. I thought that would improve the accuracy of gesture operations by utilizing more advanced algorithm. But what it did is actually to reduce the numbers of gestures so it would have less mistaken recognition. But as the consequence, what it can do is not more than answering a call or pausing music. So is it worth buying or not? At least from my point of view, it won't be my necessary outdoor equipment. As for the function it offers like flashlight, blood oxygen detection, and emergency whistle, there are a lot of replacements which are specifically designed for outdoor usage. And then more importantly, they wouldn't cost you much. Besides, I will still prepare these essential outdoor equipments for emergency use, no matter I have an Apple Watch Ultra or not. What I can't accept is that with such expensive cost, what it offers is just an unstable backup. And that backup is only available when the battery is not run out. Having an Apple Watch Ultra was the excuse for me to exercise, but not anymore. And I don't need it to encourage myself exploring the nature either. If what I want is the Apple ecosystem, then I would rather go for the standard version. Although it has a shorter battery life and less durable, but its performance is already powerful enough to meet my daily needs. If you don't really care about a smoother operation experience and just asking for quick payment, exercise monitoring, audio control, then most of the wristband could help you too. I can understand the social identity that's symbolized, just like what we have seen in the advertising video. The electronic enthusiasts can better represent themselves by wearing Apple Watch Ultra. But in my own situation, the original intention of buying it was actually to run into the mountains. I think the cows and sheep cannot identify which watch I'm wearing, can they? At last, TESTV gives Apple Watch Ultra 4.75 subjective overall scores. To me, it is not worth buying. Which Apple Watch do you prefer? The Standard, Ultra, or SE? Leave your comment below so we can find out which one is the most popular one. Or you can share your opinions and experience with us if you have an Apple Watch Ultra too. I believe there will be some different thoughts for sure. I hope you enjoyed the content. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you won't miss anything from this channel. I will see you in the next upload.